Hello and welcome back to another Chateau de Bruges video. As you can see, we've been joined back by Dad, Graham, and not only that, but we've now moved into the gîte as it's cheaper and much easier to heat, which means we're staying a little warmer.
Now on tonight's live chat, myself and Jake may or may not be here because we are heading to Disneyland Paris for the weekend to see my parents. That'll be a nice time, but we may or may not be there.
But that does mean that you'll have the pleasure of myself on the live chat. So please, no comments about my poor spelling, but I may treat you to some live jokes.
Ooh, lucky you. Now, we've been really busy again in the dining room this week. Loads of painting. The painting is finished, and the painting this week includes a brand new colour on the walls, which you haven't seen yet. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you enjoy the video, to like, subscribe and ring that notification bell.
Roll the teasers!
I should probably flip the screen around just to be able to see if
I've got her everywhere.
My head's in shot. Right, welcome back. It is Monday morning here at Chateau de Bruges and we have got an awful lot of painting to do.
Yeah.
The plan, the goal for today is to have at least one coat on every bit of woodwork and metalwork within this dining room. So that includes radiators, windows, skirting, architrave, doors, door architraves, what are they called? Door frames, that'll do. So yeah, an awful lot of painting to do, which, yeah.
Gonna take us most of the day.
I think so. And we also appreciate that it's not particularly entertaining watching us paint, but we'll try and keep you updated with how we're getting on and how it's looking, and yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that is it unfortunately. Lots of painting.
Let's
go.
With Jake and Danielle away this weekend, the voiceover baton has passed to me. This means that this week's voiceovers are bound to be much funnier. Jake has also reminded me to talk in my best voiceover voice in order to engage the audience and maintain and entertain its atmosphere at all times. So here goes. Jake and Danielle are painting.
Elegant, as always.
With my recent absence from the Chateau YouTube videos, I'm sure you're in desperate need of some good dad jokes. So I'll try my best to sprinkle in the occasional rib tickler for you. I was in the park the other day and saw a frisbee and wondered why it was getting bigger. Then it hit me. I'll provide the dad jokes and Jake provides the dad dancing, clearly enjoying the royalty-free music. Any ideas as to what song Jake was whistling?
Right, so it is still Monday. The time is now 5:38, but we were both pretty finished mentally with painting for today, and due to the fact that we were losing the light, it made it really difficult with 2 people in there to carry on with just 1 LED light. So we've decided to come into the Jeep and do a little job that we've been meaning to do for some time, which is to frame some pictures that we have been meaning to put up into the sheet. Now, these aren't just any pictures, these are photos that we have taken during our time here at the Chateau of things that we love about the Chateau and just things that look nice in the Chateau and outside of the Chateau as well. So we've got, I think, 4 prints, 4 prints to hang, 3 smaller ones, 1 bigger one.
My favourite is the bigger one.
Danielle's favourite is the bigger one. So we're going to give that a go. It's nice and warm in here, and it's quite nice to be in here actually. We haven't been in here kind of since the end of the summer when we last cleaned it. So yes, I've really quite missed this space. And
nice and comfortable, isn't it?
It is, it's nice.
Relaxing.
And it feels nice and homely as well. And a bit more modern, which is what our house in the UK was like before we moved to France. So reminds me a little bit of our home in the UK, which I like. But yeah, let's get some photos and put them in some frame. We'll do the large one last, save the suspense.
Okay. Moses is being a good boy while we do some work in the evening.
That goes in, and the trick is before you spend ages putting all of the metal clips down, make sure that it looks nice. It looks nice, doesn't it? I'm glad we went with black and white. It suits the theme in the G. Lots of things are black and white, and again it just gives it that a little bit of a rustic Barney kind of feel, which is what we were trying to incorporate. So this is really not good for your fingernails.
That's where you break your fingers. I use a knife.
Got a feeling I've made a bit of a rookie. Picture looks great, but the bit to hang it is at the bottom.
Got to undo those stupid
all those
pins
tags
again.
again. Second time lucky. There she is. Looks really nice, doesn't it?
Looks lovely.
Yeah, sorry, it's on this side. That's fine. Thought it was a hair under the picture. This really blank white wall behind me looks in desperate need of some beautifully black and white printed photos. They're going to go in this order, so the staircase breaks up the 2 photos of the chateau. But I'm really looking forward to getting them up on the wall and seeing what they look like. Now, for the piece sans resistance, the big one. So this one, the much bigger one, as you can tell, it's probably double if not triple the size of the smaller ones we have, is now going in the hallway, just the other side of the door. And this one is the cows that are in the field next to the chateau. They were there last summer. These were the cows that were there last summer. And the farmer rents the field next to us from us and has cows in the field. So yeah, he really liked this photo and the sun coming from behind them, and it just looked really nice.
Very inquisitive.
Very inquisitive, and they love Merlin as well, so I mean, who doesn't? Right, so we are... Hello Merlin. Okay, so we are back. It is Tuesday morning. We are fresh and raring to go. Danielle's got a lot of flat, large surface area to paint in the dining room today with the roller.
Yeah.
And while Danielle's doing her large flat surface areas, I will be starting the second coat on the architrave, the paintbrush. So we're hoping, the plan is by the end of the day today, we can guarantee that every bit of wood would have had a first coat of wood paint. And there will be some areas that have had their second coat as well. So, in fact, while I'm talking, I have just noticed a bit around that door that I haven't painted yet. So that still needs first coat. Okay.
Let's go again.
Here we go again.
In order to get you through another montage of painting, I'll share with you another dad joke. A friend of mine was going to buy me a radio that didn't have any batteries. I think it's a wind-up.
So of course, while myself and Danielle were busy in the dining room painting, there's 2 little somebodies that I want to go and show you. They are currently in the bedroom, and we'll see what they're up to. Look at you 2. You having a little cuddle? You're curious. You're being a good boy, miss. Looking after Curious. Good boys. Alright, sleep well. Bye. And that's basically their entire morning. Until now.
I'm sure Jake would be there sleeping with them too if it wasn't for Danielle cracking the whip and actually getting some work done. On that subject, here's some more painting.
So during the autumn, when all of the leaves fall off the tree, you really begin to appreciate how big they are. and how tall some of the trees are that we do have at the chateau. Quite tall, but nothing compares to that one. It is just enormous, and it is completely and utterly dead. It hasn't done anything in the kind of 18 months that we've been here. You can see just how big it is next to the chateau. Okay, so it is about 5:05. We have just finished the second coat on the architrave. Danielle also managed to get one coat of rolling on every bit of woodwork as well. So we're in a good position for tomorrow to come back and hopefully finish the second coat on everything. And then we'll be ready for some wall paints.
Yeah.
But for now, we are going to take for a walk. Obviously we can't say either of those words aloud because he knows exactly what they are, and he would begin to get really excited. Much bigger and heavier. This one.
Much what?
Bigger and heavier.
Definitely said bigger and heavier.
Really?
Sounded like it.
Oh. So just for comparison, that was our woodwork one, which was 5 litres, and this is our walls, which is 10 litres. Where's the opening? Oh, that's well planned, isn't it?
Did you stir it?
I just shook it.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like caramel.
So, questions, I'm sure you have them already. Again, we're hoping for quite a warm colour in what we've chosen, and we chose this browny tone, hoping to try and pick some more of the brown tones out of the wood paint that we've put on as well, which has got a little more of a yellowy feel to it. So this is the first time we've seen it open, and it'll be the first time we've put it on the wall. Again, I'm still hoping to fall in love with the colours, but yeah, we'll see how it goes on, and we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. Come closer.
Oh.
Oh no, it's not going to work.
No.
Wasn't going to make that mistake again, were we, Danielle? Pouring it all over your hand. So, got a much bigger target now.
Oh yeah, you needed that bigger target. Oh!
Le premier peinture, je pense. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What does it look like, baby poo?
Jake is very delicate when it comes to edging a room, but I have to admit he's got better and better at doing it. And when you see the finished product, you do really appreciate all his efforts, his attention to detail. He's a real superstar, and he writes all the voiceover scripts. Time for another dad joke, I think. I went into the library and asked the librarian if they had any books about paranoia. She replied, "They're right behind you."
Okay, so just while Jake is finishing off down here with the edging, we are going to pack up for today. Again, we're losing light very quickly, and we are looking to carry on tomorrow. So Jake has managed to edge about 3/4 of one wall today, So tomorrow he will continue, and then we will look to roll the wall to see how the colour's gone on. First thoughts of the colour so far, we're not 100% sure, so we've said we're going to let it dry to see what it looks like in the morning, and go from there. Yeah, so see you tomorrow.
Busy start to the afternoon for myself and Danielle. Danielle's just touching up some of the areas with the wood paint while I've been busy doing some of the edging. I've done this wall completely, it's all done, and now I'm just doing this one, done the bottom, just need to do the top. Hoping to have all 4 walls edged in the next couple of hours or so, and then we can start to roll some of the wall paint on and get a first coat of that on. So we're excited, aren't we, Maz?
Start rolling. So heavy. Definitely looks like caramel.
Definitely looks like baby food.
No, it looks like Caramac. You know, the chocolate bar. Not a massive fan of that either, are we?
100% needed more. Could have told you that before you got up there.
I didn't want it to drip everywhere. Definitely looks like Caramac.
For those of you concerned with the colour already, just wait until you see the finished product at the end of the video. It looks very different after a second coat.
So Jake, what are your new thoughts on the colour now that there's 2 walls finished?
I think now I can see that like wet plaster look, the wet new plaster, and I've always liked that kind of colour, and I like it a little bit more now. I did just say to Danielle, the colour is growing on me the more and more I look at it, and I think the less white that is on the walls is helping the colour. I think the colours next to one another look really nice. And not only that, Danielle and Mum are going to be cheering at the sound of me saying this, but it definitely makes the room feel warmer. Although I don't actually feel any warmer, it definitely makes the room feel a little bit brighter, a little bit warmer. So hopefully that will have the same effect when our guests see it. Yeah, still got a lot more to paint. Dan's still got 2 whole walls to do. I've still got a whole wall to edge. But we're hoping that we're going to have that done by the time we really lose the light, because it's just started going. And
Cool.
Dad's going to be home soon, so we'll get Dad's thoughts on it very soon.
Thank you.
Bonjour. Bonsoir, oui. Here he is.
Out of practice from the French.
Oh, he's got a present.
I'm bearing gifts.
Whoa. Oh, UK delicacies.
Yay!
Some summer fruits Robinsons for Danielle.
Literally can't live without it.
Whoa.
Cheese.
Some extra mature cheddar. Because the French don't really do proper cheese. So. Whoa, look at them.
Oh,
and
thank you.
salt and vinegar squares.
Ooh.
Well, we want your opinion in the dining room.
Okay,
Back to work already?
right away.
Just, do you want to brief him?
Oh, brief him?
Yeah.
Oh. We've painted the dining room.
Looks bigger.
It does, doesn't it? The white definitely makes it feel bigger.
And the coving.
Yeah. It does look very different in the daylight as well. What about the walls?
Not the colour I was expecting. Well, I might dislike it.
I think that was both of our initial reactions as well.
I don't know which colour it is. Is it this colour?
Yeah, I think it dries a little darker.
That's nice. Warm, it's a warm colour.
Danielle over there, giving it a fist bump. It's a warm colour.
Nicely with the floor.
Yeah.
That looks good. Done a good job.
So as you can tell from my initial reaction, I also wasn't sure on the colour when first seeing it. But bear with us, I'm sure when you see the final shots of the room, you'll begin to warm to it as I have done.
Right, all my edging is done on all four walls. Danielle's been busy doing the second coat on the walls with the roller, but me and Dad are now a bit of a spare part, so we're going to get the bin bags off of the chandelier, so we can see what it's going to look like with the actual chandelier light.
Brace yourself, Rodney. Okay, Grandad.
One more turn, little boy!
Oh, I've missed it. As in I missed the chandelier, not the video.
So I'll let you make your own minds up about the colour in the dining room, as I know you will, but we all really like it. We're going for a warm, natural colour to complement the dark wood throughout. We've still got lots of work to do to finish this space, including brushing and fixing the metal furniture back to the windows and doors, and of course we will look to hang some artwork when we find suitable pieces. We hope you've enjoyed another Chateau de Bruges video, and if you have enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and a comment. It really helps us to grow the channel and helps us to pump out such entertaining content for you all. See you all next week.